If crypto is stressing you out right now, this is the video for you. This isn't a prediction video. This isn't a buy the dip video. This is a real conversation because I know what it feels like to watch the numbers fall and then you feel it in your chest. And if you're there right now, you're not stupid, you're not weak, and you're not alone. I want to tell you my story today about the good and the bad and the embarrassing parts because I wish someone had done this for me when I first started. So, how did this channel and me getting into crypto start? I didn't enter through some deep understanding of economics. I entered through chaos. In 2021, I heard about a little stock called GameStop. And this was during its massive pump. Everyone was talking about GameStop. It felt like the entire stock market was flooding to GameStop just to buy some shares. Eventually, I found an app that didn't have a ridiculous waiting list sign-up time, and I bought GameStop at under $50 a share and sold at $169. Nice. That felt like magic. I was basically a professional investor in my eyes at that point onwards. Nothing was ever going to stop me. And when that trade finished, I noticed something else on the app. Crypto. So I started small, a few $100s, thanks to my GameStop gains, and the volatility was insane. All altcoins and Bitcoin sometimes were moving plus or minus 10% every single day. It was crazy. I realized if I bought something, anything that was crypto, and set a take profit at about 7%, it would often hit within a few days. I did that over and over, and it worked. And like most beginners, the success made me feel confident. Then I got bolder. There's nothing like changing up a strategy when it works to something different. I put bigger amounts into XRP and ADA, also known as Ripple and Cardano. And this time, instead of taking profits, I held. I wanted to see how high this thing could go because the last few weeks and months, it just kept on going up and up and up, which is another reason why I kept on making money from my 7% trades. I watched my investment double over the next 2 or 3 weeks. And then a little bit of time after that, it fell back down to the original amount. And I kept telling myself it will come back. It has to. That's what it's been doing all these months. It didn't. And this was the beginning of the 2021 bear market. For years, I felt stupid about that loss. I didn't sell because I was too proud and I told myself, if you don't sell, you've not lost anything, which is true because if it does go back up, then you haven't. But at the same time, that can be a detrimental thought process. I wasn't financially ruined. I was okay. But emotionally, it hit my ego pretty hard. Watching gains evaporate messes with your head in a way that people don't talk about. I didn't tell anyone the real story. When I did talk about it, I softened it. I just made it sound better than it actually was. I've only lost a little bit. It's fine. I've made some money previously. It's okay. Because a loss is embarrassing. And crypto culture doesn't like embarrassment. It likes screenshot wins. I tried dollar cost averaging near the bottom, small amounts, quietly. And during that time is when I actually started learning. Not trading, learning. Bitcoin fundamentals, why fiat money loses purchasing power, why cycles happen, and why cycles bring people in at the top and then spits them out at the bottom. And I realized something important. Sometimes you have to lose money early in crypto to understand that the number doesn't just go up forever, even when the world says it will. And that lesson is expensive, but it is part of the initiation. Around late 2022, I found something that changed how I thought about holding crypto during the downturns. I realized I didn't have to just sit there and watch my coins doing nothing. I started using Nexo. And I want to be clear, this isn't magic and it's not risk-free. It's a centralized platform. There is counterparty risk and nothing in finance is guaranteed. But what Nexo does is allow you to put your crypto to work whilst you're holding it. Instead of your coins just sitting idle in a wallet, you can earn interest on them. You can earn yield on your crypto holdings, borrow against your assets instead of selling them, swap assets instantly, use their crypto card, and access futures and advanced tools if you're more experienced. And you can do all of that in one place. For me, during the bear market, it meant my holdings were slowly growing instead of just waiting for price action. And this isn't an advert, although it might sound like it is. I do have an affiliate link in the comments, but this is a tool that I used when I was too proud to sell, but it did allow me to get something out of my coins whilst they were down. So if you're someone who believes in long-term holding and you don't want to sell during the downturns, platforms like this are an option to explore, but I will just say that the safest way to store your crypto is in cold storage, so there is risk holding it on another platform. Like I said, it's not a guarantee, it's a tool, and it's a tool that I have personally used. And tools only work if you understand the risk, but it helped me shift from passive holding to active strategy. So let's get into my mining journey after my investing journey. In early 2022, I built my first GPU mining rig, mining Ethereum, which at the time, massively profitable. I slowly scaled it up and it felt like building something real. Then the news hit. Ethereum was moving to proof of stake. Nobody wanted to believe it at first. The mining community thought that the other coins would just absorb all the hash rate and they'll all be fine still. They didn't. Unless your electricity was super cheap, you were now mining at a loss. So I shut everything down for about a year. That was humbling. Then at the end of 2023, I got solar installed on my house. I added battery storage, combined it with a smart electricity tariff, and dropped my effective electricity rate down to about 10p per kilowatt. Suddenly, mining made sense again, even though Ethereum was out of the picture. Some coins were still profitable. I dusted off the rigs, got them back on. I started solo mining. I started buying ASICs, mining on networks like Casper, Aleo, Litecoin, and a small sprinkling of Bitcoin solo miners. What looked like a dead end became a new chapter. Crypto rewards patience more than intelligence. So if you're watching this and you are down on your investment, I know the feeling. Even if you're financially okay, losses can feel personal. You start questioning your experience, your intelligence, and your future. Some people enter crypto as a last hope to escape a life that they are unhappy with. And I need to say this gently, massive gains will not fix internal darkness. Money amplifies who you already are. It doesn't rewrite you. If you're depressed now, millions won't cure that. That work has to happen separately. Crypto can be a tool, but it can't be your identity. If your current losses are damaging your mental health, stepping away is not a failure. It's maturity. Only invest what you can afford to lose. It isn't a meme. It's a mental health rule. So now we'll get to the reality of what is happening right now. It feels pretty catastrophic when you're inside of it. But historically, it's normal. Bitcoin runs in cycles. Boom, bust, recovery, repeat. That doesn't guarantee the future, but it does explain the present. Markets are designed to emotionally break people. The winners aren't the smartest traders, they're the ones who survive the emotional swings. So you need to decide what kind of investor you actually are. Are you long-term? Then volatility is part of the contract. The people who turned hundreds into millions didn't time the top perfectly. They held through the crashes that would terrify most people. They earned their payout emotionally. But if deep down you want the gains without the volatility, that might mean that you needed the money more than you needed the crypto. And that is okay. Crypto isn't mandatory. It's optional. Your life is bigger than a portfolio. So that's it. This is the video that I wanted to make for the equivalent of me about 4 or 5 years ago. If you want to chat about this, feel free to join the Discord in the description. You can chat to any of the community that we've got there, or you can join the Discord and message me directly. That's not a problem. I'm here to talk to people. Just make sure if you do message me that you're messaging Blue Bear Crypto with no spaces, no dots, no whatever. There's a lot of people in Discord that are pretending to be me. I'm not going to sell you anything. At the absolute most, I will provide affiliate links and they will always be in the description of my video. Don't ever go clicking any links or signing up to anything from something within my Discord. Always go through the YouTube description links. This video is probably my rawest video about crypto. It's not all sunshine and daisies, which a lot of videos can make it seem like it is just a constant win after win. It's not. Once you've been in it long enough, you realize that and you accept it for what it is, and you start to make decisions based on knowing that instead of going just up, it can go down. But let me know how you guys are doing. Feel free to put any thoughts in the comments. I will leave it there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.